Okay, hang with me, this is the right place. This is the coloring video lady. Yes, with the voice that's soothing that puts you to sleep. I hear that a lot. Wish I could get paid for making videos like that. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. This is scrapbooking cardstock, or just any cardstock from the scrapbooking department of the craft stores. And what I've done is just cut a piece. The size is immaterial, but what I want to show you is how short this pencil is and how we're going to lengthen it. So yeah, we're not going to put any more lead in it, we're just going to lengthen it. One thing I want to do is, this is called Purple Heart, and it's by Crayola. So if I roll this way, I want to write here, Purple Heart Crayola. Now, we all know, most of us know, that you can get extenders to put on your pencils. But not all extenders fit all pencils. So here's some Dollar Tree tape. Yep, just Dollar Tree stuff. So it's not that great a tape, but it's going to work for what we need. And then I let it go again. There it is. So I'm going to take my name of the pencil is there, so I'm going to go opposite end, put the tape sticking off, cut, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut another piece, just because I know I'm going to need it, and I don't know that I'll have time to cut it. I'm going to go ahead and make it about the length from here to here. Okay, put that to the side, stick that right up there on my shelf area. Now, take your pencil, and yeah, I want to let as much of the pencil stick out as I can. So really my tape is way too long, but you get the idea. I'm going to get it on there nice and snug. Okay. And because it's cardstock, it will be hard to roll. So just start by folding it. It's okay. This will turn out. If it doesn't, you'll never see the video, so you won't know. But anyway, yeah, just fold that to start with. The main thing is to get that going. And I'm just rolling that absolutely as snug as I can. And after a bit, instead of folding up here, it will start to roll. Okay, see there? Now, I really don't need all this extra paper, because see how that's already firm? That's what you're after. You want to roll it till it is firm. And just cut off the extra. Don't let go of that. Take your piece of tape. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but you're going to in just a minute. There. So my piece of tape is now sticking right off the edge. See? Lay it back down. Continue rolling. I am pushing on the table hard because I don't want that to come unwound. Now, that's done. Oh, I meant to, you see what I did? I cut off the words. All right, but the other thing I was going to show you too was I meant to take and color some of the pencil right there, so I'd have a swatch of it. But anyway, not to fear, it's an easy fix. So remember where I wrote that? And then there is the color of the pencil. And yes, my lead just broke. That's why I'm holding it straight up and down. I shoved it back in. Okay, sometimes you can do that. Breaks, shove it back in, and if you use it straight up and down, you'll still get some more use out of that pencil. So yeah, today's video is just like a little tips type video. Then is that wide enough? Of course not. That's okay. That's all I'm going to do anyway. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to cut it there because I know this is Crayola. Put that, put it on the pencil. I know, so oftentimes y'all wonder, you're like, how do you do that? Or how did you just know? Well, as you can see here by the flub up on this one, I don't always. There's lots of times I mess up. Y'all just don't always see it. But now, my pencil is longer. It's in there securely. And I can color on that and still sharpen it for quite a while before I have to take this off. And even though I'm going to sharpen down over the words, I still know what color it is. So you don't always have to go out and spend money for a fix. All right, so there's that. Trying to think if there's any other things I can show you real quick. They're just tips of the trade. A lot of times you've wondered how I do my colors. There's my swatches. Okay. These things you can get at a hardware store. They come, you can actually, I think you can get them at Arbor Freight. I'm not sure. I got these off AliExpress because they were cheaper. But they come long and straight like this. So if you do screenshot during this video, just go ahead and do a screenshot. Then, or take a picture of your screen. Then you can go in and tell them that that's what you're looking for. So, and it just, these two ends go together. And then you screw it together. And it's secure. I got away from using the metal rings because sometimes they would pop open as they got older. Now, that's something I will go ahead and show you because it's right here. This is the metal ring I'm talking about. Now, here's swatches again. This is my washi tape. Okay? Now, I don't own all this. Some of it is owned by my daughter. And so, like, I have initials here. Who owns it and who I've given some to and shared with, and some people have shared with me. Also for washi tape, if you want to share washi tape with someone, save old gift cards and you can actually wrap the washi tape around there and it won't stay stuck. You can peel it back off. What else? Oh, I had something else. Oh, there it is. Let me do a reach up here. I have a room that's actually a 10 by 12. It's in the back of the house. And it is what I use for my studio, so to speak. And so I've got scrapbooking and sewing and all kinds of stuff. Now, this, you can actually put paper in it. I know I'm getting a bit off beat here today. And then you crank. And guess what comes out? Corrugated paper. Use it in scrapbooking projects and stuff. But anyway, that's not what I was going to show you. What I was going to show you were these scissors. We all know there are scissors that when you cut, they give you a design. We use them in scrapbooking or art projects. Here, there's my corrugated. Then here's for all my scissors. And I just went ahead and put them on here all the different scissors I have so that I would remember what I had. And when it's on the shelf, this hangs off the shelf so that this hangs right down in front to where I can see what I've got. Okay? So there's another little just kind of trick thing that you can do. Yes, I am putting it right back up. That is something I try to do, is to clean up as I go. Because if I don't, this room can get very messy very fast. Okay? Swatches. If you choose to cut your own, let's measure it. I want to say it's 1.25 inches by 2 inches, but I could be wrong. I haven't cut any in a while. I keep some cut on hand in case anybody buys them off my Etsy. Then I've already got them done and I can ship them out. Yes, that's a 2 by 1.25. So you just cut like 100, 200, whatever, and then you hole punch. Then, let's see, put that up. Yeah, I'm serious about this cleaning up as you go. This is the hole punch I use. It's called a Big Bite. It's one of the original. It does grommets here, which I don't think I've ever used that. But this right here is the punch. So there's the size. And then if you push this, it moves to a smaller size. All right. So then I can put several of these in at once, line it up, and punch. And that's how I get the hole through all that. Yeah, the Big Bite is a fun item. I've had mine for years. I found it one day at Walmart on clearance for like $6. I bought 2 and gave one to my daughter. And yeah, they're not near that cheap. I think it might have been a mismark at the time. But anyway, so there's all my swatches. And, okay, you want to see. Hang on. There is a ruler. I'm getting it. It's like a drafting ruler. You can get rulers similar to this, not just like it, but similar at the craft stores. Go to the little drafting or drawing section, and I use that square right there. And before I put them on the ring, I line it up to where there's a little white border. Okay, just like that. And then I take and I start with my pencil heavy-handed and then get lighter and lighter and lighter. And that's how I do it. And then I write the name. So, like this one is actually this way. There we go, Purple Heart. So I started here and then got lighter and lighter as I colored, and then I outlined it. Okay? Okay, well, that's really it. Again, these rulers, you could do any shape. I just find it's easier to do with a ruler instead of trying to draw and then stay within those lines. That, to me, is a hassle. So I'd much rather just use that ruler. Let's see, what else? Okay. Nope, not that one. This brush. Now, not this brush specifically, but a big brush like this, or a big makeup brush, a big blush brush. Oh my gosh, go to the Dollar Tree and just look for the biggest brush you can find in the makeup section. When you're coloring and you want to brush off the extras and then it smears, use a brush instead. Brush off your little extra bits that have peeled off and you'll end that smearing. Use a different brush. You can tell, or I can. This one's slightly red on the end right there. Use a different color or a different brush for your reds. Yeah, you may want a different one also for your yellows. They just seem to pick up everything and smear. What else? This brush. This is a nail brush. Can you see that? Just a few hairs on there. If you've got a cat, collect your cat whiskers. I wish I had some. I've heard of people just painting with whiskers when you want those really fine lines. So like if I've gone through and I've done like an eye or something and I need a highlight, I can drag this through white paint. Just get the cheapest, crappiest paint there is at the craft store. You can get Anita's, you can get Apple Barrel, whatever there is that's cheap because you want it thin. And you can just drag it through the paint and then it'll go on real thin line. That's how you can get some of those hairline marks that you want, like if you want to highlight an eye or something like that, or a balloon and you want that line going down through there. Okay, what else? Okay, let's say you want to do some dots on something. Now, you can buy this. It's a dot maker. It's called a stylus. See how big that dot is? That's nice for making big dots. Or you can get a dowel rod, and this one is sharpened to make dots that size. If I go all the way sharp, it's going to make a pinpoint dot. I can use the back side for a big dot. If I want a dot somewhere in between those two sizes, then sharpen it just part way. You know what I'm saying? When you go to sharpen, okay, hey, this is as real as it gets. So now I can make a dot that size. So, and you can get one dowel rod for a little bit of nothing at Walmart or Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, any of those places. Cut it into sections and then sharpen them at all different tips. And then you've got all the dots you could ever want. So you're doing that night sky. You want to put some stars in. Get one that's sharp. Go all over your page with white paint. Then you want some that are a little bit bigger. Go through, do them bigger. Same thing for snow. Or you can get a paintbrush, an old toothbrush, put it in that paint and just flick the ends and have an array of stars or snow. If you've never done that before, go outside the first time because the paint will splatter. You have to learn to direct it. And you want to learn how much paint to put on that brush because the toothbrush will spray paint and it will drip and it will be all kinds of havoc. So practice first. Don't just sit down at the table and go, oh, Pam said I could do this. No. So anyway, that's all the hints, tricks, tips I have for you today. It did end up being quite a bit more than I had thought. So, update on my crown. My tooth that I broke, yeah, he is piggybacking it with the tooth behind it and going to crown them both together. So, it's a couple thousand cheaper than it could have been. Still kind of wish we had dental insurance, but we saved by not using it in the past year anyway, so it was kind of a trade-off. But anyway, I get the new crown. I think it's the end of the first week or second week of next month, October. Yeah, the day after I have jury duty, downtown Dallas. Ugh. So anyway, trying to think if there's anything else. Anything at all. Y'all have any questions about different supplies? I think most of you have been around long enough that you know this is my most favorite color wheel. If you don't have a color wheel, I would suggest this one. It's a current item at Joann Fabrics. You can probably also get it off of Amazon, but you're going to pay more. So my suggestion is Joann Fabrics, and use a coupon. I think I own 3 or 4. I've got one here at my scrapbooking table. I've got one at my painting. I've got one in my coloring. And I looked over there and there's not one in sewing. So this may be the one from the sewing area. But yeah, I love these. So when they're on sale, I go and pick them up, put them around different places. And then I just leave it stood up on this giant clip. And it's very decorative on my desk here. So, all right. Again, if you have any questions on supplies or materials, something you would like to see a video on, drop it down below in the comments. If you'd like to make a donation and you're on your phone, on my Android phone, I go up across the top slide and there I'll have a place where it says about. You can click that and then there's a place for donations. So, all right, that's it. Happy coloring, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye.